Good evening. I am David Zokaitis, concerned citizen. Tonight, I am here on a mission of peace. Now, that's something people don't say very often, but that's my mission tonight, mission of peace. And I'm not talking about peace on a grand scale. I'm talking about peace in this room. I've been to a number of council meetings, and I've noticed a fair amount of discord going back and forth in both directions. I think as adults and mature citizens, we can get that to settle down, particularly because we've got a new council meeting. New members coming into the council. If you want to solve a problem, it's good to understand its origin. Well, I think there's a lot of quite discontented people out there in our citizenry, and as evidence of that, we note that Donald Trump is the Republican candidate for president. There has to be a lot of discontent for that man to be in that position. Similarly, Bernie Sanders has made quite a run for presidency. Again, a symbol of discontent. But when people are all riled up and not feeling good, they're looking to let off some steam. So maybe they come here and let off some steam to people who don't necessarily deserve it. So to address this problem, I've talked to a few of the presenters and said, we could tone it down a little bit. And I've also prepared some draft guidelines for public speakers. And we don't have time to read the whole thing, but you could just read the highlights there. Public speakers should understand their goals and stay calm and focus on one topic and look at the big picture and maybe offer a solution. And my daughter happened to, she's in grad school, but she got a real kick out of remember that politicians are people too. It sounds funny, but we're all in this stuff together, so we might as well be reasonable about it. And, practice a little bit, limit to 5 minutes. I'm checking my watch. I got 3 more to go. You do. All right, so I'm hoping that the city can maybe merge a copy of this and plop it on the agenda so that new speakers have some guidelines. And you could put it on the website and help people get going, maybe get a little more public input if people have some idea what to do. Okay, so I'm trying to work with the presenters and get them to settle down a little bit, but I've also heard that maybe this city has done some tit-for-tat kind of stuff. If presenters come in here and they're getting all riled up, and people in the city might get kind of riled up, and I've heard reports that I cannot substantiate one way or another that some presenters have been the target of special enforcement, shall we say. We don't need that. I've also heard reports that document requests have not been handled as professionally as they could be. Again, we just don't need that kind of discord. If people come up here and go off the deep end, then city government tends to deal with the same, and you get back and forth, and we don't need that. What we need is people who want to work together in peace and make for a better government. And with that, as normal, I'll bid you a good evening.